Foster's Cup action from VFL Park, and we begin the second half now with North Melbourne leading by 33 points. They kicked 6-3 to 2 behinds in the second quarter. Footscray kicking to the right in this quarter, North Melbourne kicking to the left. Vidovic and Purser. Daniels, first kick of the second half, a short one up towards half forward. Picked up for North Melbourne down there by Fairley. Wasn't a long kick, pass more. Good pass. Goes a little bit longer out towards the centre wing position. It's out of bounds, and we'll see it thrown in adjacent to the interchange area. Phil Malin, job it would appear of at least minding Phil Cracker as best he can. Knocked down by Purser and picked up for North Melbourne by German, who's already kicked 2 very good goals, and the ball once again over the boundary line, this time just about in the North Melbourne forward pocket.
I noticed that they've made a change, Bob. They've taken young Saunders off Phil Cracker and put Rod McPherson on him.
Yes, well, Rod McPherson is a lot more experienced than most of his play at the other end of the ground, but experience counts no matter where.
Speaking of experience, Purser tries to get clear, finally does so, over to Phil Malin. Thank you, Lou. His kick up towards the centre wing position. Vidovic. Short pass, McLean a little bit late arriving on the scene, and the grab is taken by Norman, who decides to play on straight away. He's gone for a pass wide out towards the left half forward flank. It's marked out there by German, and a good pass again. North Melbourne really looking the goods at the moment. This time it's Donald McDonald, probably one of the best on the ground. He kicked a great snapshot goal during that second quarter. He's trying to find Cracker, tries to mark over the top of Malin, can't do so. Chance for Dunstan, looking for a free kick. The umpire has found one. It's going to Footscray though, and it will be taken down there in the back pocket by Royal.
Norman coming off the ground, it looks.
It could be a blow. He's been playing very well. Brian Royal. Footscray's more experienced players onto McPherson, in turn onto Neil Cordy. Neil Cordy goes for a hurried hand pass out towards the point of the square. Oh, Footscray player got decked after he kicked the ball. It could be a free kick downfield. In fact, it will be. And it will be taken by McLean. No, it won't. It's taken by Bandlet. Bandlet at left half full.
And he's a good 60 metres out from goal. The Bulldogs badly need one. A short pass to Royal. He's grabbed it. It'll be a free kick at any rate. So Royal, well, I'd say he's well within kicking distance. He's played a fairly good game for them tonight, Bob.
Yes, he has played well, Lou. And Brian Royal always bores in and never knows how not to try. But this would be saying the understatement of the year if you say it's a badly needed goal.
Certainly is. They're 1 goal 7 to 7 goals 4 into the third quarter of the Foster's Footy Cup by just on 3 minutes. The kick by Royal on its way. There it is. That's a pretty good kick. It's a goal. So let's hope that Footscray can bounce back. 7-4-46 North Melbourne to Footscray 2-7-19.
So whatever one side can do, and Royal looks to be hobbling a little bit there.
Yes, got a bit of a lip up.
On replay now, we see as Royal took that one. Probably the free kick has been paid, as we see Rick Norman in the hands of the trainers or the physio.
Cramp, Bob, or what is it?
Well, he has been out injured. Got injured in that first night game, and has been out, so it may well be cramp because he hasn't played a lot of football.
That's Dunstan spinning out of the pack for North Melbourne, down to McPherson, and oh, that's a good mark to McPherson against Phil Cracker. Of course, they've changed Saunders off him. Ball picked up here now and driven up here by Footscray over to their centre half forward. But that's, oh, look at that for a great mark by Bandler. That was a great mark. Got him at centre half forward, goes for a pass. Oh, Hardy gave his opponent a nudge in the back.
Not paying that one. He's
letting the mark go. I thought it would have been. It's Royal. It's got the mark again. A chance for Royal's second goal. And Footscray could be bouncing back. Really, I thought that was against Hardy for into the back of Robertson. That was Shane Robertson, but the umpire didn't see it. There's the kick, and that is off target and through for 1 point. So just on the 4.5-minute mark, at least Footscray have been into attack for most of this quarter so far. 2 goals, 8-20 to North Melbourne. 7 goals, 4-46. We'll wait now for McCann to bring the ball back into play.
Stephen McCann favouring the member stand side. Goes for a short pass. Not a particularly good one. A chance for Daniels. He socked the ball further forward. Oh, Hardy getting grabbed on the legs. Dwyer. Long hand pass to try and get North out of the danger zone. Picked up by Dunstan. Williams in pursuit. His kick is a high one up towards the half-back flank, and a good mark taken down there by Vidovic. Vidovic in towards centre field. Picked up for the Kangaroos. That was by Holt. And the umpire has found a free kick. It's going North Melbourne's way. And to the centre wing position. And put them deep into attack. Holt's kick long. Cracker has got the pace to try and get clear of McPherson, who made good use of the body to get in front though. Out of bounds.
Well, he's sticking much closer to Phil Cracker, McPherson. Pretty sturdy sort of a guy too, Bob.
You can't beat that little bit of experience, Lou.
No.
26 points the difference. It was 33 at half-time, so Footscray have pegged back a little bit. Still quite a long way for them to come back. Densley. Hurried hand pass. McLean. Hand pass is not a good one. Holt gets put out of business. Loose ball. 2 Footscray players are there. It's picked up by Royal. Certainly making his presence felt. It made his presence felt with the Worms on that occasion. It was a real grubber. Smith. Well, great smother by Royal again. Williams shrugs one tackle. Gets around another player as well. That was Densley again. That's picked up for Footscray by McLean. McLean up to half forward. Hardy now. Around Robertson. The kick is a poor one. Williams gets around Smith. It's very slippery out there. Williams has a long shot at goal. That's not bad. It's going close. Might be 1 point. It is. And so a further behind to Footscray takes them on to 2 goals 9. That makes the difference 25 points, with North Melbourne leading at the 6.5-minute mark.
11 shots apiece, nonetheless, Pete.
Well, they've had plenty of chances and playing a lot better this third quarter, which appears to be the scoring end if the first half is any indication. Flying high was McPherson, staying down was Law, lost sight of it. McPherson bounces on it again, and the umpire will ball it up about 65 metres out from the Footscray goal on their half-forward flank position. See, going for this knockout will be Purser and Vidovic. Well, Vidovic got that one down to Dunson, but he's soon collared by Malin. Knocked out by Vidovic again, but the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to North Melbourne. And it'll be Dunson. Now it's going to go to the big fella Vidovic. He's out there at half-back. Well, there's a dangerous kick across towards the centre of the ground. Ball pushed down, going through that time was Cordy. That's Neil Cordy kicking it high. It'll be a mark here to Williams. And Williams would be about 45 metres out from goal. Directly in front of it. He's yet to score a goal. I think the distance may be a little bit too far for him tonight. That ball would be a little bit heavy because of the dew on the ground. There's the kick. Not a bad sort of a kick. Oh, that'll be just about a mark to Ford, Alistair Ford. That was a strong mark. Oh, he's not happy. He reckons he hit half. What do you think, Bob?
Watch it going on replay.
Stolen.
Well, OK, he's laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh, that's shoplifting, that.
He's right on the boundary line, only about 5 metres out, and yet to score a goal. Decides to run around. It's a left footer. What's the result? It could be a goal. Yes, it is a goal, and Footscray bouncing back. Just on the 9-minute mark, it's only 19 points the difference, so Footscray back in the ball game. Purser. Well, Vidovic didn't let him get clear. He's not doing a bad job, this young fellow. And the umpire will ball it up at the centre of the ground again.
9 minutes gone. So Footscray making a bit of fist of things in this quarter. Chance for Royal again. Royals kick up to the half-forward line. Passmore making good position. Gets one hand to the ball. Just about gets grabbed. Shrugs the tackle well. Hand pass. Looking for Dwyer. He's found him. Dwyer on the half-back line. Long hand pass over the top on centre wing. And he's found there fairly up to the half-forward line. North Melbourne player landing heavily as Cordy takes the mark. That's Neil Cordy. Neil Cordy from half-back right flank decides to go for a short pass, trying to find Daniels, and the umpire has paid him a free kick for a high tackle against Densley. Daniels a little bit short of the centre wing position. Footscray trailing 3-9 to 7-4. North yet to score so far in this quarter. The kick is a long one down towards the half-forward line. Chance for the Bulldogs again. Trying to pick it up is Peter Baxter. Passmore and Ford. Ford, who kicked the last goal. Now it's Hardy's chance. A long hand pass into the goal square. This is another one coming up. Put down your glasses here. Royal puts it through. That's his second this quarter, and Footscray really bouncing back. 4-9 to 7-4, and that's a difference of only 13 points.
Much of the credit for that goal must go to Alistair Ford, who kicked the previous goal. And he tapped it out there, out to Brad Hardy. Lovely hand pass from Hardy, and it's a couple of good long hand passes that Brad Hardy has given in this game. But Alistair Ford it was who went for the mark, dropped it, and then desperately tapped the ball forward to allow Hardy to get it out to the player who finished it off, Brian Royal.
13 points the difference now in the third term, which has been in progress. Nearly 11 minutes in the Foster's Cup from VFL Park. Footscray really coming back. Vidovic had the ball and then lost it. Socket off the ground by Hawkins up towards the half-forward line. Oh, great mark taken down there by Robertson. He's gone for a hand pass to Passmore. Again tries to get it to Robertson, but he hits it straight to Hardy. Onto the left foot, he's gone for a pass, but Robertson intercepting it beautifully, gets it to the boundary line, and where it's picked up by Holt.
Good play by Robertson that time, and Holt takes the ball back there towards the centre of the ground. Sharked off his opponent Norman that time by Hawkins. A long kick looking for Ford again. He's got, be a free kick to him around the neck. At any rate, it's finally picked up by Fairley. If that wasn't a free kick, I've never seen one. Marlon dropped that mark. In goes Holt. They pile in there out there on that half-forward line. No one can get clear as Germans on the bottom of the pack, and the umpire will ball it up. 13 points the difference. And the Footscray really back in this game as we approach the 12-minute mark of the third quarter of the Foster's Footy Cup. That might have been a free kick, Bob.
I thought it might have been too, Lou.
At any rate, we're not close enough as Royal takes the mark. And this fellow, in my opinion, Bob, would be shaping up as just about the best player on the ground.
Yes, well, Donald McDonald hasn't done much in this quarter, and Royal has continued on his merry way.
There's a chance for Hardy. Kicked off the ground. No, he missed it. He get it. He might have got that Bandlet. Yes, he has. Well, it's 7 points the difference now. This is a real ball game. 12 and a half minutes gone. And North Melbourne just barely hanging on as Marlon takes a hand pass. There's Corley. That's Nilwy's flatness. He kicks the ball down towards that half-forward line. Passmore coming out, but Bamblett's right on his tail. He's really firing too. And the ball is out of bounds about 60 metres around from their goal. It might have been Saunders that got that other one clear. Waiting now for the ball to come back into play from Footscray's half-forward line. Knocked out by Williams, has another go, tries to get clear, he loses it. Bamblett's there too, knocked on by Dwyer. Marlon threading his way through the pack, gets the ball down there. In goes Smith, knocks his own man down. Robertson picked up by Hardy. This looks dangerous. Williams running to an open goal. Good play by Cracker. Knocked him over and put him off balance. That allows Larkins to bring the ball back into play. Out to Densley out there at half-back. Oh, they were lucky to get away with that, North. Oh, there's a bad pass. Coming back towards the centre of the ground. Robertson's grab. Did he get one on the back? The umpire said no. It's Neil Cordy giving the ball back there to Hawkins. Over their half-forward line. In front is Ford. Couldn't hold the mark. Taps the ball on nicely. A chance here now for Royal to have a snap at goal. But it's off target and through for 1 point. So Footscray really having a go now. 5 goals, 10-40 to North Melbourne, 7-4-46. And John Kennedy looking a little bit concerned, Bob.
Well, he certainly would be, Lou. They haven't even looked like scoring in this quarter, and we've had over 14 minutes gone.
Well, the pack fly, it hits the deck. Pushed on by Densley. Comes back here now to Vidovic. He's grabbed, he goes down. He couldn't get clear. There's nearly a free kick. It will go to Steve McPherson. Got one around the neck, and he's out there at half-forward, a good 60 metres out from goal. They're trailing by 6 points. So Footscray looked in a hopeless position, but they're really bouncing back. Oh, there's a great mark to Ford. Alistair Ford made the difference since he's gone down there into attack. He's already kicked 1 goal. He's spread eagle, this defence. Was well on top in the first half. Now he's only about 35 metres out.
Ford coming behind, and there was certainly no doubt about that one, Lou.
No doubt about that one. He kicked a beautiful goal from the angle, so this should be chicken feed for him. This one from dead in front. Change there by
Royal off the ground, and Stevenson on. That's a surprise.
There's the kick. And what's he done with it? 1 point, so it's 5 points the difference as we approach the 15.5-minute mark of this, the third quarter of the Foster's Footy Cup.
I think that'd amaze everybody, Bob, wouldn't it? He's been about their best player this quarter.
And the best player on the ground.
Take him off.
He might be injured, but he got that knock, Bob.
Larkin to Law. Gets around Malin. Up on a centre wing. Holt has to beat Purser. Can't do so. Footscray really lifting their play at this quarter as it's kicked up for them by Neil Cordy, and the mark is taken by Vidovic. A little bit short of centre field. Vidovic. Long towards the outer side. Phil Cracker Slung, it rebounds to Purser. Past him, Larkin threads his way through the back but went without the ball. Footscray tackling a lot better. Hickey can't get clear. A throw, says the umpire. And it will be a free kick going to Cordy on the half-back line. Williams and Law. It's out of bounds. Williams and the football. 16 and a half minutes gone in the term, and the scoreboard 5-11 to 7-4. North Melbourne stagnating on their half-time score. Footscray so far in this quarter have kicked 4 goals, 4. Free kick.
North getting a bit ragged. They're giving away foolish free kicks at the moment.
Hawkins on centre wing. Not a long kick. Spiral punt kick, really wobbling. Pass more. We saw him in the night match against Collingwood. Played quite a good game when he came on. Hardy also in attack in this term. Dwyer and Daniels. He gets a push in the back. Here's a chance for a goal. That's putting it through. That's his third. That's Bamblett.
7.5 minutes gone, and the Bulldogs in front by 1 point. What a recovery in this third quarter. Umpire's letting play go. He's found a free kick. It'll go to Dunstan of North Melbourne at the centre of the ground. They badly need a goal now because they've fallen on a heap. Kick over the half-forward line. Knocked out that time by Cordy. Picked up by McPherson. McPherson drives the ball back to centre half-forward. There's a good grab taken by the big fella Vidovic. 15-metre penalty. He finally decides to hand pass to Law. The ball over the half-forward line for North Melbourne. Flying high that time was Jonas, but it was a silly fly. And, of course, the free kick will go to Purser out there at half-back. Got right into his back. Been a very quiet play tonight, Jonas. Kick out wide. Coming out into Stevenson. Dunstan's there, missed it completely. Backing up well as Dwyer. Back it goes to Dunstan out there at half-forward. A lead coming up. Middle, it's too long. And a mark taken here by Brian Cordy down there in the back pocket position for Footscray. So they're really standing up to the strain now. They lead by 1 point. 47 plays 46. Here's a go now for Baxter to get here. That's Peter Baxter drive. Oh, Bandit got him over the back. Oh, great recovery by Bandit. A short pass, not a good one. It'll bounce okay from Daniels. Still in a bit of trouble, but finally gets his kick back there looking for Hardy. He's got the mark. He's going to pay it.
Should have got the free kick.
And a free kick. I reckon it was both. So Hardy, only about 35 metres out from goal,
is tripped.
Well, on both occasions, I think either way it was going to be paid. And Hardy showing his value, not playing well on the back line. He's gone to the forward line and given them a lift.
There's the kick by Hardy on its way. And it is 1 point. So they lead by 2 points as we approach the 19.5-minute mark. And Mickey Malthouse, he's got a bit of a smile on his face. He'd certainly be happy with the way his team performed in this third quarter after a dismal first half. I think they've kicked, what in this quarter, 5 goals, which is a fine effort to come back.
5-5, Lou.
McLean picks the ball up there. McLean with a short pass over to Steve McPherson. Another long one up there looking for Ford again, getting into position, but he was outmanoeuvred. Kicked off the ground by Passmore. There's a go for Malin. Short pass going for Hardy. It's a beautiful pass too to Hardy. And Hardy would be about 35 to 40 metres out and a chance to score.
Interestingly, Lou, when these two sides clashed here before, I think North Melbourne got off to a 44-point start, didn't they? And they still lost the match.
Well, there's the lead and a good mark as he slipped to the ground.
And they led by 33 points at half-time, and they're going, well, they're stagnating still on that score, 7-4.
There's the kick on its way by Hardy, but a tough target. And they lead by 3 points now. So it's 6-13-49 Footscray to North Melbourne, 7-4-46 at the 20.5-minute mark of the third quarter.
You'd think the two sides swapped Guernseys at half-time.
It's unbelievable. Still, they gave them a 44-point start when they last met here in the second round and won by 26 points. They look like doing it again. As Phil Malin goes for a long hand pass to Bamblett. Can he make it 4 goals? That's not bad. Hit the post. So 3 goals to Les Bamblett and a couple of points as well, I think. 3 goals to the sum total of the former Melbourne player. At the 21-minute mark, once again, Steve McCann to bring the ball back into play, this time again favouring the outer side. Trying to find McPherson. Or Law. Law and Densley doing battle. A free kick for holding the man. It'll be a North Melbourne free kick. So something at last going right for North Melbourne as Densley takes the free kick at the half-back right flank. He's gone for a short pass, and that's okay, finding Donald McDonald on centre wing.
Pete, the explanation for Royal going off the ground might well be that they decided to give him a spell, and with Hardy and Bamblett both doing so well in the respective forward pockets, that was the only place that Royal could have a spell.
Yes, he was roving excellently, wasn't he, Brian Royal? Of course, a late-minute inclusion. And the mark taken for North Melbourne down there on the centre half forward position by German. Actually a little bit closer in than that. German has already kicked 2 goals. And so from there, about 40 metres out, he should be able to register at least North Melbourne's first score for the term. 22 minutes of it have already elapsed. Kick looks accurate from here. The goal umpire says no, though, and only 1 point when North Melbourne badly need a goal. So they trailed by 3 points, 50 plays 47, just past the 22-minute mark of the quarter. Purser has it knocked away by Vidovic, picked up by German again. He's gone for a hand pass. Dwyer takes it from Larkin. Dwyer's left foot snapshot won't quite make the distance, and it bounds through for 1 point. So 2 points to North Melbourne in this quarter, and that makes the difference between the two sides. 2 points. 50 plays 48. 6-14 to 7-6. Can North Melbourne come back and answer the Footscray challenge? Remember, they led by 33 points. Purser up to the centre wing position. Fairley gets around Baxter. Kick is a short one. Soccer tactics not successful from Hickey. Malin brushes that attack aside. Over to McLean on centre wing. McLean a little bit slow. Has to go for the hurried hand pass. Back and turn towards Big Purser right on the boundary line. And in fact, it's out of bounds adjacent to the interchange area on centre wing. And coming off the ground for Footscray is Stevenson. Coming back on as Royal. So that was a very quick change. I didn't see much of Stevenson in the interim. And picked up for North Melbourne by German. Out of bounds. A little bit closer to the North Melbourne goal, but only by about some 20 metres. And once again, it will be a boundary throw-in. 23.5 minutes gone. Certainly has been a good quarter for Footscray. I haven't seen many goals kicked at that scoreboard end. In fact, I think only one from memory throughout the entire match. As a free kick goes North Melbourne's way, it will be taken by Donald McDonald. No one standing on the mark. Trying to find Cracker. He's got 3 opponents to beat and subsequently can't do it. And the Footscray defence doing it well as it's booted out by Rod McPherson up towards the centre wing. Law. Kick is a short one down to Robertson. Robertson's kick up towards the half forward line. Back to Rowan Robertson. That was from Shane. It's very scrambly play down there. Finally, it's Brian Cordy with the ball, but it will be a free kick to Footscray. He's not playing the advantage rule. And Footscray supporters not happy with that. It goes to Rod McPherson.
And we're just on the 25-minute mark. 2 points the difference in favour of Footscray. The ball is kicked around by McLean. Didn't leave a mark to... yes, he's playing it on the back of the neck or on the shoulder. And that'll go to Hardy. They're looking a lot better now. They're in front by 2 points, Footscray. Oh, there's Ford flying high. Knocked away by McLean. Ball finally pushed out towards Baxter. Gets a hurried kick back there towards the full forward position, but marked nicely by Passmore. He takes a bit of a chance here, but Cracker's got the open spaces to pick it up. He just scoops that ball in beautifully. Goes for the out wide, but there's no one there for North Melbourne. There's a chance for McPherson, who's made a difference since going on to Cracker. And of course, they've had many good players in this third quarter. There's Cracker again. Phil Cracker with a hand pass. Coming over to German. He better get rid of it. Finally, he kicks it up there towards the full forward position. Jonas gets one hand to it, taps the ball on. Finally looking for Larkin, got one around the neck. There's nowhere to go. Back to Jonas, got a touch of the fumbles. His kick is a shocker. And a good mark taken here by Hawkins. They're really on top. A hand pass over to Brian Cordy. Another one to Daniels. Back to Cordy again. And they've really got their game flowing as the ball goes up there towards the big fella Ford. He's got the mark. Boy, what a difference this fella's made too since going down into the full forward position. He's really spread eagle this defence.
He's not only marked well, but he's tapped the ball onto the smaller players going past. And that, I repeat, that is why Royal went off the ground, because that last line there of Bamblett, the big fellow, and Hardy is doing so well.
There's the kick on its way, and I think that'll be just about a goal. Yes. 8 points the difference. We approach the 27-minute mark. Vidovic couldn't get clear. Robertson can't get out. And the umpire will ball it up out there at centre field. That's Rowan Robertson. Centre field. Purser against Vidovic. Well, Purser got that one down. Robertson tries to get it clear. Finally, the ball is driven up there by Maguire out towards Dunstan. Overruns the ball. A chance now for the ball to be grabbed here by Footscray. And it's shot up there by Saunders out there towards the half-forward line. Nicely grabbed now by Baxter. That's Peter Baxter, tapped on by Dent. That was a beautiful knock-on. Over to Royal, back on the ground as he shoots it down there towards the forward pocket. Kicked off the ground that time by Williams. A bit of a scrimmage. It's finally pushed out to Maguire right on the boundary line, and that's forced over the line and out of bounds. So it's out of bounds about 30 metres around from the Footscray goal, and they're in front by 8 points into this quarter by just on 28 minutes. Been a great recovery by Footscray. North Melbourne failing to score a goal in this third quarter. Royal again, a little bit slow in getting rid of that. Well tackled by Robertson, grabbed by McLean. He and Bamble have done a bit of damage. Oh, he nearly lost his Guernsey, but they've got him for holding the ball. It's got to be holding the ball, and that was a good tackle by Maguire.
He lost part of it, actually, Lou.
Well, the thread was running a bit. Kicked by Maguire. There's the sound to end the third quarter. A great recovery by Footscray. 7 goals, 14-56 to North Melbourne, 7-6-48.